Well, all right, you're listening to Alberta Morning on CKUA. My name is Grant, and I am thrilled that we are joined right now by the two musicians behind the Toronto-based band OKAN. They're a JUNO-winning ensemble who have a brand new, beautiful album called OKAN, which is up for a JUNO award once again later on this month. And they have some Alberta shows on the go this weekend. Tonight, they perform in Edmonton at the Yardbird Suite, and Saturday night, March 2nd, at C-Space Marteloup, presented by Buckingham Palace. It brings me great joy to welcome back to CKUA's airwaves, OKAN. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having us.
So,
Thank you so much.
could we ask you each to introduce yourself and share with us a little bit about what you do in the band?
Well, I'm Elizabeth Rodriguez. I am a singer, and I'm a violinist and the co-leader of OKAN.
Yeah, songwriter also.
Songwriter, yes, songwriter.
Yeah, I'm Magdalene Savigne. I am the percussionist, also the leader, music director, like everything. Compositions, arrangements, etc., etc.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You do an awful lot, both of you, within the band and in the larger musical world in your careers. And on this album, wow, it is just, it feels like you're exploring all kinds of fresh territory on this record, both in terms of the music and the lyrics. I wonder what sorts of concepts or ideas were inspiring you when you were writing and recording these songs on OKAN.
Well, the idea was to bring up once again our culture, our heritage from Cuba, our ancestors, and all the richness that we have in our homeland in Cuba that is so rich. And we just want to keep digging in and going deeper into our heritage, because there is a lot to offer when it comes to music. And that's basically what Cuba can offer, music. And that's what we harness. And we want to connect the people from Canada, because that's where we live now, and we want to connect them to our roots. And then the special guest in the list is huge in our album, but that is because we just want to collaborate and bring people and showcase how much talent we have here in Toronto.
Yeah. We always wanted to work with all these people that we had on this album. That's why the list is so big. It's like we just found the right opportunity to work with all of them, and in different kinds of songs and genres, and just to express ourselves and to dance, make people dance. This has been a kind of a mission we've had since we started the band OKAN, and trying to make Canadians dance. Hard work, but not impossible. We've seen it.
You've witnessed the miracle happen yourselves, and you've been the catalyst. Yes,
it's coming true. It's coming true.
So I'd love to go into some music right now, but very briefly, you mentioned that this is a band and an album to make you dance. Love to ask, when you do come through Alberta in the next few days, what could people expect to see when they come out to the show?
One of our missions is also to educate people about the reality of Cubans, that Cuba has been under a dictatorship for the last 64 years. So yes, it is a dark subject, but I just want Canadians, because this is our new land, right? So we just want Canadians to be a little bit more sensitive about the topic and learn and investigate a little bit more about what really goes on in Cuba. Because yes, we know that is a beautiful place to go in the wintertime, but there is a lot happening to the Cuban people. So just a little bit of reflection that goes along with music. So with the music, you can swallow that pill a little bit easier. That's what we're trying to do.
Of course. And, we understand that we sing mostly in Spanish and in Afro-Cuban dialect, but we explain each one of the songs. We try to make people understand and connect with us and our energy. And so the result of the concert is actually bring us together, closer together, and people understand a little bit more what OKAN is about at the end of the concert.
So the name of the band means heart. What does the title of the album signify?
The name of the album, OKAN, means Oshun's heart. And Oshun is the goddess of the river and motherhood and fertility. She represents a bunch of things, and this is one of the basic things. And we wanted to name the album OKAN because, again, we're pouring our hearts into this project, and it is my religious name. So we felt like honoring Oshun and this legacy that we have here.
That is so beautiful, and I have the title track queued up next, as a matter of fact. It's so incredibly vibrant. I love it ever so much. And just before we get there, I want to say, first off, thank you for all this beautiful music and congratulations on the ongoing success of the project.
Yeah, thank you.
And great to see it up for a Juno, yet another Juno award. That is so cool. I know that, I mean, anybody that's listening to this can sense the connection between the two of you, or if anybody goes to see, as they no doubt will after hearing this, the band perform in Calgary and Edmonton this weekend. How does the connection between the two of you make possible this magic that is known as OKAN?
Well, because we are married, but the first connection that we got was music. You know, music was what brought us together, and were playing in a different project together. And then our vocals, when we sing at the same time, people really see this magic happening. The harmonies and it's very tight and it's very, I would say, warm. And it comes from actually not only coming from the same place, we came from the same country, we lived many similar experiences growing up, you know, as going to music school and stuff like that. And then we became really good friends. And then we became married. You know, we got married, and here we are today, being mothers of a toddler, and having a band and having all this responsibility. But we are so happy that we get to grow together doing these things. One time we were just saying, like, oh, we don't have to go home and tell our partners all the things, all these beautiful things that are happening to you, because we're living them together. So that is a very stellar. It is very rewarding that we get to grow and experience all these beautiful things together as a family, as partners, as friends, and as co-workers. Because when we're working, we're very professional. We don't mix the two worlds, to be honest. And this is something that brought us here.
So beautiful. Well, I'm so excited that it's bringing you here to Alberta once again this weekend, playing at the Yardbird in Edmonton tonight on Friday night, and Saturday night they'll be at C-Space Myrtle Loop in Calgary, presented by Buckingham Palace. And I'd love to say once more, Elizabeth and Magdalise, thank you so much for being here. It's such a joy to get a chance to talk with you about this brilliant new album of yours, OKAN.
Thank you.
Let's listen to the title track right now. Everything about this band is a celebration in one way or another, and this song feels extra celebratory. We'll see you in Edmonton. Happy travels, the both of you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
See you soon.
Hope it's not too cold.